Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Wealth Journey channel. In today's video, I want to go over how you can retire early with minimal effort. Now, in previous videos, I've mentioned the S&P 500. Basically, this is a collection of 500 large US stocks that have grown on average 8% annually for about 70 or 80 years now. So I'm going to use this ETF in my model and show you how you can become wealthy and retire early, not having to work till you're 65 or 70 as might be the case. So let's dive into the model and see what it's telling us basically. Before we get stuck in, there's two key assumptions to keep in your mind. One, I'm going to assume, rightly or wrongly, that the S&P continues to grow at 8% on average annually in the future, like has been the case. And all of this investing is done inside an ISA account here in the UK, so no capital gains tax is paid. So this spreadsheet and model is set out into a few sections. On the top left are the inputs, which allow me to put in what year you're born or I was born, what age you start investing, how much a month you invest, what age you stop investing, and then what age you start to draw down for your pot. Then in the middle is a bit of an information section, just to have a sense check on it. It shows you how much has been invested between the age you start investing and the age you stop investing. So in this case, investing £250 a month between 18 and 35 means you would have invested £51,000. It then gives you what the pot value is at your age you're set to draw down from. So in this case, at 55, you should have around £490,000 at 8% a year growth. Over here, where it talks about the output, that shows you, based on the pot at 55, how much a year you can pay yourself at 4%. 4% is what the financial community seem to band around. I do disagree with it, but for the purpose of this video, let's stick with it, and I'll do another video on it in the future. Over here, the number we all want to know about is how much can you pay yourself a month based on that pot when you're 55 for forevermore, basically. Now, one thing I want to draw your attention to is this yearly yield on cost. And it's quite powerful because what it shows is that 1,600, 1,700 monthly or 20,000 yearly is 40% of everything that you've invested and put your money in between 18 and 35. So 20,000 divided by 51,000 gets you around 40%. It's quite powerful, really, to see that all the hard work that compound interest has done for you when you stop putting money in, basically. Now, I know what you're thinking. You could have chosen a start date, an amount, or whatever, just to make the example and make you people view videos, really, on my channel. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and change these numbers and show you how actually it's all much or nothing. You're growing at 8%. It's about the power of starting early, investing regularly, and letting compound interest do all the hard work for you, do all the heavy lifting. So let's go in and put in 2,000 when you're born, and you're going to start investing at 20. So shock horror, starting last year. Let's assume you do put in £250 a month until you're 35, and you get 8% growth there forward. Well, in this example, you'd have a pot of 380,000 and change, and you would be able to pay yourself £1,275 tax-free every month for the rest of your life. Now, I've done other scenarios, so let me just click over into the other tab to show you 3 scenarios that I've pre-prepared and run through the model. Scenario 1, you invest £500 a month from the age of 18 to 30, then never invest a penny again from the age of 30 to 50, and then start taking that money from the age of 50 onwards. You would have put in £72,000 in each of these scenarios, and all I've done is moved on the start year by 5 years each time. Now, there is some variation in the value of the pot at 50, but basically it's around the £500,000 mark, roughly put. Scenario 2, you're still investing £500 a month, but you don't have the ability to invest that from the age of 18 because, look, you're not earning as much. But you hit 25 and you're going to do it from 25 to 40, then never invest another penny until you're 55, which you then start to take it down. You've invested a little bit more than the scenario above that, scenario 1, £18,000 more, and you've achieved £550,000 to £650,000 as a pot. That shows the value of being able to start earlier. Finally, let's assume you start at the age of 18 and invest £250 a month until you're 40, and then from the age of 40 to 55, you don't bother. So you invest in half of the amount each month from 18, and you still achieve around £550,000 to £650,000 at the end. Now, hopefully that's been a little bit of an insight. Now you're probably thinking, well, hold on a minute, how do I go about doing that? So, there's two funds that basically are the S&P 500 that Vanguard have got. Now, down in the description below is a link to sign up to Freetrade, the app I use to invest. Now, by using that link, after you fund the account with £5, £50, £200, whatever the figure it is, you get a free stock after 7 days, and I'll also get free stock. So help each other out here. The two funds to look for are S&P 500. Over there, those two, go with it. And the reason why I like those two are because they have a 0.07% annual management fee. That means for every £10,000 you have invested, only £7 will go out of your account every year for those management fees, which basically is next to nothing. That's a hell of a lot less than if you had to go and spend all the time and effort trying to buy all these individual 500 companies. They do all that legwork and hassle for you. I hope this video has been of some interest for you. If it has, give it a like and check out some of my other videos on my channel. But until next time, stay safe.